Hello, dear classmates and teacher. My name is Alison, and today I'm going to talk about linguistic and communicative competences and what are the differences, why are they important, and how do they work together. So let's begin. All right, here we have it. Let's talk about the linguistic and communicative competences I was saying in the English as a foreign language teaching. What are linguistic competences and how do they work? Well, linguistic competences are the knowledge that someone has in the system of the language, meaning grammar, vocabulary, and some pronunciation, meaning words and grammatical structures in the language. For example, when we learn grammatical rules or how to use them, we are using linguistic competence, okay? Meaning someone answering in the classroom the right answer about a tense or about a verb, that would be an example of the linguistic competence. Now, what is communicative competence? Is the ability to use a language effectively and appropriately in different situations, social situations, meaning not only grammatical, but speaking, real life situations, how to manage that. For example, uh, it's okay if you know how to write sentences, how to write tenses, and you know the structure, but you also need to know how to communicate with how, when, where, and with whom. Okay, so here I have some components of the communicative competences, okay? We have grammatical, which is just for the correct use of the words, social linguistics, discourse, and strategic. An example of the use of communicative competence could be, for example, when someone is having a conversation with you and they tell you something and you know how to follow the conversation without hesitating or having some trouble. What are some key differences between those two? Well, the linguistic competences focuses mainly on the rules and the knowledge of the syntax of the language. Meanwhile, the communicative competences focuses on how you communicate, how you manage to communicate with others, even though you don't know the complete rules, you have to follow the structures and communicate speaking. And that's something that it's important when we are talking about this. Before we finish, sorry, I wanted to mention that it's important that they both work together to create an atmosphere, a learning progress that works along and gets along together right. Because it is not very useful for you to know all the grammatical structures, all the rules, all the words if you don't know how to use them or when to use them or with whom. So I recommend to you that you practice way more, not only your grammatical rules or the words that you're learning, but how to use them and in what context you should use them. Because we, as English teachers, should know about this like a lot to create a better atmosphere during the classes and to show them that English is not only a language that you learn writing and sketching or something, but something that you have to use in real life situations. We have to teach them how to implement it in real life situations, for example at the airport, hospitals, taking cabs, or having conversations with foreign people. That's how we should start this process of the differences and how do they work together. Thank you so much.